Trying to say my stuff is too loud or not loud enough. Let me see. All right. I don't like that green tint, but it's gonna be what it's be. Let me trim this down a little bit. Hey, gentlemen, women, this is a hero's journey with Dr. D. Here to encourage, to motivate, and to inspire, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mind today. If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others? How? By clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do that, you organically help build and grow with me so we can make it better tomorrow, today. Now, before we get started on tonight on our subject matter, I am going to um, do what I do. Uh, I'm going to put a link into my chat section for those who choose to come in and give me your 2 cents and get your metaphorical nickel back. Uh, and uh, and also, and so we can get started. So I got on my chat line. So what this is the process we do. First off, if you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you? Like I just said it before, how about clicking subscribe, commenting, sharing, engaging? Because when you do this, you organically help build and grow with me so we can make it better tomorrow, today, and I feel appreciated. I feel appreciated. And also, I put the comment section. I put the link over in the comment section for those who like to come in on the discussion. I generally only discuss you in the Q and A's. I give a brief overview. Brief overview. However, you have the link. You can get into the back room, and when I open up the floor for communication, for dialogue, and then I pop you in, and then we're going. It's going to do what it's going to do. We're going to be what it's going to be. I know that's improper, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Now, if anybody has, if I am too loud, if I am too loud, or you cannot hear me, please let me know in the comment section. I will not be offended, not the least bit. All right. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Renee. All right. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What is the topic today? Okay. It's a hero's update. It's what happened, what happened, what happened. You know what happened. Y'all know what happened. You know what happened. Diddy happened. Diddy scandalous. Maybe. But as the words say, and let me move my seat over something. It did, don't go. Diddy scandalous? Yeah, maybe. But did he do it? But did he do it though? Did he do it though? Did he do it? He's scandalous, but did he do it? That's all we want to know. Did he do it? He allegedly did some things that people don't find too favorable. He's allegedly moved himself up the ladder to billionaire status on the backs of people. Did he bring anybody with him? Well, they state that he brought people. He, they state that the general consensus of the populace state that he brought people just to be steps, meaning that there are steps and he step on their back to elevate himself to a certain status where he could be untouchable. Ha ha! But it seems like he is touchable. Now, what I'm going to do, I have a couple articles I'm going to read, and I got a video clip that I'm going to show of the update of Diddy's situation. Um, like I said, Diddy scandalous? Maybe, yeah, maybe. But did he do though? But did he do it though? That's the question. And we can analyze and have a communication about a conversation, dialogue about if he did or not, and then why. But let's talk about the allegations. All right. First, all right. These are the allegations that Diddy's dealing with. So what are the allegations made against Sean Combs, Diddy Combs? These are allegations, so won't be blindsided in our communications. Um, Sean Diddy Combs, a rapping music mogul credited with helping launch the careers of some of the biggest stars in recent years, is now facing multiple civil lawsuits accusing him of sex trafficking sexual abuse and rape. Combs, formerly known as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and a host of other names, has undergone a myriad of reinventions since the start of his career, but has since entered a new and unwelcome era. Federal agents with U.S. Homeland Security raided two of the rapper's houses in Los Angeles and Miami on the 25th March as he faces a string of varying accusations. Now, I have a short video that is his ex has put up, but let me just go over a couple of things, allegations that they state that allegedly that Combs just did. But he's currently 54. But and just to be clear, he strongly denied all of the allegations against him. Um, his attorney said that they're baseless or they're just sickening. Okay, but here are some of the things, and I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to read probably first paragraph, first couple sentences. All the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. These things happened since November 16th, y'all, 2023. All this stuff just blossomed. He was sued by singer Dancy Cassie. His former partner will allege years of abuse. So we know about that. It was filed under New York Adult Supervisors Act, and then that was one, and then it went into that was in depth, and then you got Little Rod Jones, in the most recent lawsuits against Combs. He filed on 26th of February 2024 in New York. Producer Rodney Little Rod Jones alleged he was subject to unwanted advances by associates of Diddy at his direction, and that he was forced to engage in relations with ex workers Combs had hired. Mm-mm-mm. That's one. That's the second one. See, a third one was Joey Dickerson, Neil. In November 2023, Joey Dickerson Neil filed a lawsuit alleging that Combs drugged her, actually uh, assaulted her, and, and secretly recorded the assault while she was a college student. Wow, in 1991. All right. She Combs pushed her to go to dinner with. All right. She claimed that Combs pushed her to go to dinner with him, and she agreed reluctantly, which is when she alleged he drugged, resulting in her being in a physical state where she could not independently stand or walk. Okay, now next case. More women come forward since November. Three more women have come forward with lawsuits in the Southern District of New York alleging that they were actually assaulted by Combs, according to NBC News. Two of the women said that they were teenagers at the time of the alleged assaults. And there's, I think this is the last one. Anonymous plaintiff in November, and anonymous plaintiff accused Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall, you know who he is, guy, of raping her and a friend in 1990 or 91 at the meeting at an MTA Records event in New York, where the singers were very flirtatious and handy and offered them drinks, according to Rolling Stone. All right. Then, wow. Let me see. There's two more. Let me see. Unnamed accuser Jane Doe. In December, Combs was hit with another lawsuit which claimed he had um, drugged and gang raped a 17-year-old. Ooh, in 2003. It just gets deeper and deeper, y'all. Combs responds to allegations. Strong says he has strongly denied all the accusations against him and vowed to fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Yeah. Yeah, she says it. He says it. All right. He said we have open. All right. So let's leave it like that. So let me show this clip. This clip that his ex, the mother of his two kids, They had raided all of Puffy's the two of his addresses, and this is the video that was hmm, yeah, this was the video that they played, that they recorded of the altercation. All right. All right. Let's do the screen. Here we go. Uh, His video. She has this bad phone. It may not sound, but let me play it anyway. Wow. Y'all see what's happening, don't y'all? Man, I really thought she has a sound in this video. And no sound. Okay. It's like a minute. Okay. All right. So y'all saw. Let me see. That was the allegations. Let me see. Let me read what she said. Uh, that's Magic Holmes surveillance video of one of Sean Diddy Holmes' mansions show federal investigators in tactical gear rushing into the Lux Manor, escorting his sons out as they served one of two search warrants on the mortgage property last week. Misa Houghton, Combs' ex and the mother of two of his children, shared an edited video showing a portion of the raid on Instagram Tuesday and revealed that one of her two sons had retained the high-powered lawyer Jeffrey Lichtman, who had previously represented figures who included cartel lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman and John Gotti Jr. But he's not a criminal, but he got criminal attorneys. I tell you, go figure, right? So I don't know if getting back room. So let me just let me give well, based on last week's video we talked about Diddy. It's a roaring case, and it just increases in volume. Increases the volume. But my question this week, yeah, I mean, some situations, some issues, some things are scandalous in behavior and in regard to that lifestyle. Um, they are scandalous, and it's something that I wouldn't be doing, and it's something I would be, I wouldn't even think about doing. However, I'm not in that stratosphere and amongst that company. Not no scripture. I don't know the scripture, but it's a statement that says that evil communication corrupts. Evil communication corrupts. So if you're around people who are not the best influences, sometimes if you're around them too much, then you are affected by their influence. And I would think that when you get to a certain level, you're around certain types of people, and if you're around it too much, it started rubbing off of you. Um, and you've ever heard that you are known by the friends that you hang around. You are known. A bird is known by the flock. So if I'm hanging around different people, even if I'm not guilty, I am guilty through association. However, eventually, if I welcome that type of person to, then the natural assumption and things will rub off on you. They just rub off on you. They just rub off on you, and then you become scandalous. So to me, but are you guilty? That's the question. Are is he guilty for these alleged things that they say? I think there's more as well. You got um, the things for about the girls, but when they raided those houses, they got videos, they got recording, and it's been stated that Diddy had he had video and recording in every last room in his house, and he threw parties, and he had information and details on some very high powered people. And this is from his this head of security before. He stated he had videos on everybody. So when they raided those locations. They took all electronics. So the question is, I mean, the question is that um, in his NDA, when they signed the paper, signed the work to get into the house for the parties, did they did they sign unknowingly agreement for him to video anything in his house? I don't think, and if he had, if they did sign consent unaware, is he really guilty? That's of that, but I don't hear any case. I don't hear any thing coming out of as far as that's a charge. I don't hear. I don't hear that being a charge. I hear the charge about the underage people, the like R. Kelly syndrome. You know, I talked to somebody today. They said R. Kelly got out. I don't know how true that is. Well, we're gonna talk about that as well. So I get my yeah, cut that down a little bit. Yeah, so now I get my link. I get my I get my that's my brief summary of my discussion about what we're gonna talk about. Diddy and just the behavior, the behavior, and how does that affect the other cases that have preceded his case, and why him? I got some thoughts on that too. Why him and why now? This this didn't just happen. He didn't just start doing this. He's been doing this for decades. Now, have they increased in volume and got more quote unquote scandalous? Yeah, I guess you would say so. Um, but why now? And I got some thoughts about that. So I got my chat links over in my links are in the chat line. So you can pop on the back room and you give me your points of view. And also, you don't have to pop in the back room. You can put something in the chat line, and then you can ask questions, and I'll respond to them, and that can be a form of discussion as well. All right. Ah, so what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What do you think about the situation? What do you think about Sean P. Diddy Combs, Puff Daddy, or Brother Love? Brother Love. But I think Gene said that he started to change when he took on the persona as Brother Love. Yeah. Yeah, he is his persona. I don't know if he changed his persona. Okay. Okay. I think I heard somebody in the background. Let me see. Yeah, John Renee. The blackness. The blackness. Ow. Is that the age? Oh, all I see is the silver. Hey, RP, I see a light.
Can me.
I can't hear you.
What you say? Rasta?
Okay. Let me cut this down. Okay. That's me. Okay.
Yeah, I turn the light on. Actually, I probably could have left it off, right? Yeah, I didn't
No,
see.
no, 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 no. That's fine. I can't hear you.
You don't need to see my face.
I can't hear you. You can't see your face anyway. I can't. I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't?
I hear you now.
Oh, okay. Nothing changed. Yeah.
No, but your volume's real low. Let me. I gotta cut you up.
Uh,
Maybe.
Let me turn my volume up on my
Maybe I
phone.
gotta cut you up. Let me see.
Yeah, you got to cut me.
Oh yeah, I got you down.
You
Go
have
ahead.
been unmuted. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Music not too loud, is it?
No,
Okay.
sound quality is perfect. You need to record whatever you've done and duplicate it every time.
Oh no, I had to get. I got to the sound fix. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got sound fix, and I'm using the my Yeti versus my other, and I'm trying to make sure that the distance I am from the mic is just perfect. Is it? Because
I mean,
sometimes I've been replaying be too loud.
this sounds perfect to me. I think
Okay, cool,
you
cool.
need to keep it just like this.
All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, cause when I went to go see Kendrick, he fixed what in 1 minute.
Wow.
I cut the mic off.
Wow.
However, but when I went to the shop, we don't know what happened. We can't figure it out. We can't figure it out. Now, I told you how much it was charging, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we do that now. $69. I folded up my computer, said thank you, but no thank you. I just keep calling Kedgy. That's you do that if you're impatient. They gotta keep it a day too. So yeah, when I went to him, I mean, he said he checked Zoom out and then it was good. Was that you that text me? I am. Yeah, that is you. I thought that was John. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was John. So uh what's your thoughts on the current situation?
Very sad. Very unfortunate. Um, don't know if he's innocent or guilty. Um, so many different people saying certain things. The tendency would be to think that he is guilty of something,
Right.
right? Maybe not exactly what they said, or maybe he is. Um, but here's the bottom line, he's a sinner. There are no limits, you know? Who knows what I would be doing if it wasn't for Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit working in my life? Um, is he really any worse than any of us?
Right.
In truth, not really. Now, granted, no, I'm not saying everybody would have, let's say what they say he did is true. Would the typical average person out there have sex parties and have, well, I once heard Deion Sanders say, and he's not the first person to say it, but when he said, I always remember, he said, all money does is bring out who you really are.
Right.
So a lot of people don't know what they would do. Maybe they would do it if they had his type of money and his type of access. Maybe they would do it.
Yeah, maybe they would.
Yeah. So, it's like Pastor Joseph Prince said. He said, some people never commit adultery because nobody looks their way twice. They can't get anybody who's willing to do it with them. But it's in their heart. They want to do it, but nobody will do it. So yeah, it's sad. It's unfortunate. But we have to remember that, all these people, you know, like Dave Chappelle said in one of the specials about buyer's remorse.
Right.
Um, you know, you're not all innocent because you were birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah,
You were
sure.
down with him for a while. You saw the stuff that he was doing. You didn't stop him then, So I'm tempted to think you just as another awful member of the same group of people. Just that
Cabal.
it's beneficial for you to So I wonder, but if it is true, very sad. The guy, I mean, for somebody to do what he's been doing, well, let me rephrase that. What we think in terms of the successful part, the
Right.
the clean part, for so many years. I mean, man, P. Diddy was what, since the 90s? Like, and for it to come
He
to
did
this,
it. Yeah.
yeah, it's sad. For it to come to this after so many decades, really, if
Yeah.
all this stuff is true, yeah, it's really sad. It's real unfortunate.
It and like I said, it didn't just happen. And he's not the only person. And I think I had a conversation with someone earlier. He ticked somebody off. And I know who he kicked off. Chirac. No, the freak offs. Now I'm trying to see. Oh, here,
Oh,
yeah, it was
it's
Sean Diddy Combs Chirac.
CIROK.
He drops off. He drops lawsuit against Chirac. So let's look at it. Let's look at what the lawsuit was. All right. It says Sean Diddy Combs drops lawsuit against Ciroc Vodka parent company after accusing them of racism. Let me see. Sean Combs have now agreed to resolve all disputes between Diego and Combs, said in a joint statement obtained by Fox Business on Tuesday. Mr. Combs has withdrawn all of his allegations about Diego and will voluntarily dismiss lawsuits against Diego with prejudice. The statement said Combs no longer has a relationship with Diego, either with respect to Ciroc Vodka or De Leon Tequila, which Diego now solely owns. In his lawsuit, Combs accused Diego of limiting its promotion of Ciroc and De Leon to urban areas because of his race. All that to say, I believe that's where it stems from. I
Are
believe
these
that
people that well, uh, well connected that they would be enough for all this to fall apart like this?
let's see. Okay, Google. Let me see. All right. Yeah, that's true. Let me see. Uh, that's mob lawyer. That's wrong one. Uh, um, Shucks, I had it up there. What's his Okay, Google. How well connected is the owners of Ciroc beverages?
According to Business Strategy Hub, the ownership framework of Ciroc, while Diageo owns the majority shares of the Ciroc vodka brand, it is important to note that the vodka recipe that has made the beverage a success is still owned by Jean-Sébastien Robiquet.
Okay. How wealthy is Diago, who owns the majority shares of Ciroc?
According to Food Guide, Diageo will remain the sole owner of Delian Tequila and Ciroc Vodka. No financial terms of the deal were announced.
What
So
is
Google,
this?
no help. Now tell
What's
me how wealthy he is.
Yeah, ask them. Say the name and say net worth of the name of the person.
Diego, the net worth of Diego.
I found these results.
Uh, oh, then 500 million? No, no, that's no. Okay, okay. Google, what is the net worth of Diego, the sole owner of De Leon's tequila?
Here are some results from the web.
I can't pronounce it right. All right. Okay, Google, what's the net worth of the sole owner of Ciroc vodka?
According to Here are some results.
Well, Diddy owes the bulk of his net worth to Ciroc vodka, where he's making an estimated
AP News. Diageo is now the sole owner of Ciroc Vodka and Delian Tequila, two brands Combs had promoted in the past, and has no business relationship with Combs going forward.
Uh,
Okay, but let me okay. Now, Diddy owes the bulk of his net worth. You think about it, look at it. The bulk of his net worth to Ciroc Vodka, where he was making an estimated of $16 million per year. And that's not his only venture.
Diageo
That's not his only venture.
has well, it says here, Diageo has a market cap or net worth of $81 billion
Oh, there
as
it
of
is.
April 3rd, 2024.
81 billion?
Yeah, that must be the parent company,
Oh yeah.
Diageo.
Yeah, they made an example out of him.
Well, yeah, that type of money.
Yeah, 81 billion. I mean, Puffy's making 60 million. That was the bulk of his fortune. So
Yeah, you're
to,
right.
yeah, so oh, that's
Yeah, it says here, Diageo World Headquarters in Park Royal, London, England. Founded December 7th. Yeah, it's out of England. Yeah, I know. You may have a point, actually. Maybe, you may have a point there.
yeah, he maybe had too much confidence candy.
Yeah.
He may have he may have too much confidence candy, and the confidence candy is put him in a delusional state that he was untouchable.
Uh, so
Yeah,
you think they're letting him know, hey, don't bite the hand that feeds you?
yeah, pretty much. Now somebody told me this. I don't know how true this is, and we're gonna see. Um, is R. Kelly out of jail? Google. Well, R. Kelly avoids lengthy add-on to 30-year prison sentence. Well, R. Kelly's appeal argument made before federal court. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Listen to this.
Why are women
No,
everywhere choosing Abby? Yes, the new tummy tuck alternative.
no, that's not it.
I got the tummy tuck result.
You can't see it. Now let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. Uh Let me see. All right. Oh, fake news. Fake news. I think somebody told me that R. Kelly's released from jail.
And they're saying that's fake news.
Yeah, let me show it to you. All right, share screens on TikTok. Let me see. Um, share.
R. Kelly got out of jail today.
They said that's fake news though. It said, but somebody told me that R. Kelly actually got released because he got some information on. Um, okay, Google. Did R. Kelly get out of jail today?
That definitely sounds like fake news.
Police came back from a search.
Yeah, R. Kelly appeal argument made before federal appeals court. R. Kelly sentenced to 20 years now. R. Kelly avoids lengthy. R. Kelly appeals prison sentence that added a year. R. Kelly avoids lengthy add on to 30-year sentence, but he didn't get out. Or April 20, not 23. Yeah. Yeah, some people saw a TikTok video and they ran amok, Yeah, it's fake news. They said that it was a deal made and he has the information given on Diddy and they're gonna release him. Cause he said, yeah, I got some news on Diddy. Yeah, and they gonna release him based on the information he has.
Yeah, that does seem like fake news, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. But he did not get the 30-year sentence though. But I think that like I told you, the owners of Ciroc, he broke ties with them, but that was $6 million of his income. So for most part, he made them. And that was only one liquor line that Diddy was connected with. So when he did that to the court, I mean that fixed the profit margin. That fixed the money. They still rich, but it's the principle. And so it almost seems as if they said, "Listen, we're gonna make this boy understand who he messing with, and I'm gonna pay a couple senators. Um, um, I'm just matter of fact, we just gonna shed light on the stuff that he does already. We ain't gonna even do much. We'll shed light, which and because of Cassie came out with that the lawsuit, and they quickly settled that in civil court. That shed light. I heard the hip hop cop New York said, well, when that came out, that opened their eyes and said, oh, let's look at some other stuff,
Mm,
other allegations. Then and that highlighted some stuff for real, for real.
wow.
Um, it, and it's like the allegation that I read earlier. Well, I heard stuff earlier stating that it was trafficking, and some other people say it was guns and drugs, but that's not what I've been reading. Is that's not allegation that they have against him, because it's not that he's just trafficking, but it's like trafficking and other stuff is happening for his drugs and hits and paying people to um, get bang bang.
Man,
They're
wow,
trying to build everything,
that's a lot. It's
but
a lot.
they still don't have a charge on them.
Mm,
It don't matter. They can actually, they don't matter. They can actually take everything almost up to court and then drop it. That's a tarnish. And what
Right.
you think?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's heavy.
Yeah,
Very
to I mean, he had that he had that music show. You know, everybody's eating. Everybody's eating. I forget the name of the show. Um, Three Tables or something. He had a music show out. You know, he's marketable too, so you know he's selling products and what have you. So that takes away that stream of income.
wow. Man, when it rains, it pours, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think his security guy said he he said the person he became was not the person he was. He said that he said it was Puffy. He said Puffy and Diddy. He said, but when he became Brother Love, became a totally different person.
We became who?
Brother Love, you know, he got all these illnesses.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Brother Love, and he started having the elaborate parties. You know, he bring the love,
Wow.
but what type of love? The crazy love.
Ah, man, what a crazy world we live in.
Yeah, yeah, for real, for real.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Very
so
sad.
what's that?
Very sad.
Yeah,
After so many years, it looks like he's not going to be able to end on a good note. And if he did do what he did to those people they're saying he did, then that's sad. It's sad to hurt people, to brutalize people, to abuse people. That's sad. That's very sad.
now Suge Knight gave a record, and he said, yeah, Puff, when you come, you gotta do away with that Brother Love. You can't use that name. Not in jail.
Ah,
Yeah, you
it's
can't use
funny.
that Brother Love. What's
All these
that?
years, all these years, so many people saw Suge Knight as a bad guy and Puff Daddy as a good guy. Just to find out if all this is true. No, they're all bad guys.
Right,
Just one was more apparent, one was more obvious than the other.
right. What's it? Jaguar wife? She said they all bad. She said Jay Z. He said he worse than Diddy. He just
Oh,
that he's
really?
smarter.
He knows how to
He
cover
said
his
he's
tracks.
smarter. What's that?
He knows how to cover his tracks.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's sad all the way around. Is it P Diddy scandalous? Maybe, but did he do it though? Yeah. Now the thing is, yeah, scandalous behavior, scandalous lifestyle, which is probably won't be any different from the other individuals who live the type of lifestyle.
Yeah,
Maybe to not to that magnitude, but then again, I don't know everything he's doing.
right. But historically, they've
Yeah,
been known. Oh, John Allen sent you a message. They've been known historically. They've all been known for doing these things.
add me just John. Okay. Oh, he must be in.
There's nothing new
Yeah,
under the sun.
John.
Sin-
Did you click the link? Yeah, nothing. It's nothing new under the sun. What?
Sinners are sinning. So,
Yeah.
and he ain't the only one. I'm sure there's plenty
Oh
that
yeah, yeah,
doing
yeah.
just what he is being accused of doing and what he did do, and they're gonna be plenty more when they get when they're through with him. And they're like, well, we're done with you now, so we're gonna go ahead and recycle you. You know,
Yeah.
I just hope he's smart. Don't do O.J. Simpson. If by some miracle you're able to get out of this, go somewhere in Hawaii or the Virgin Islands and and stay out of trouble, be quiet, and just stay out of the limelight.
And don't get a ghostwriter to write a book and say, if I
Yeah,
assaulted them, this is how.
exactly. Just go somewhere and sit down and be quiet. If
I
by
think that's a
some miracle you're able to get out of this.
I think that's the stupidest thing you could have did. That's
Uh,
a stupid.
if I
If
were
I did,
OJ, after that case was over, whatever money I had left, I would have went to out of Hawaii, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, somewhere. Y'all wouldn't have heard from me again. I'd have just, I'd have lived on a farm somewhere. You
he, did-
just-
he could have did a Jim Baker, been hid out, and then did a home shopping network 10 years later.
right. Yeah, you didn't hear from Jim Bacon, though. But in his case, because of what he did, man, just go somewhere, sit down, be quiet, and stay out of the limelight.
Yeah. Even if he stayed, even if he went in limelight, he let 2 years, 3 years pass. 2, 3 years pass. And listen, you know my case. I don't want to go into my case. I'm still hurt about what happened, but thank God that I got vindicated and found not guilty. I know other people think I am, but I am not. The court proved that. Now let's get on to football.
I wouldn't have done that. That's too dangerous. They're gunning
Now,
for you. After the press conference, right after the court case, you would not have seen me. Y'all would have had to look for me. Do you know how unbelievable it was that he did that? He won that case. The whole country was like, "Whoa, get out of here!
but
Not guilty,
remember, he
man."
said if it doesn't fit, you must quit.
You remember this is the man that led them on a chase on camera in the Bronco? Remember?
You,
Yeah. Just go
the
somewhere
white Bronco. Yeah,
and be quiet.
what's that?
Yeah, just go somewhere, sit down and be quiet. But he wasn't willing to do that. So
Yeah, so so you know who you haven't heard of mostly in recent months. I think we talked about this before. You know, since Diddy's get the headlines, when last time you heard Weinstein's name?
he's not in the news anymore. He's old news now.
Do you think he's gonna spend any time in jail?
I didn't think so. With the type of money he has, he probably has those lawyers that are stuff of legend.
Yeah, he can push a court case back about 7 years, 7 years, and then and by that he'd be out the newsreels, or he may be over over Antigua, or maybe he may be with Russell
Yeah,
Simmons.
he's being smart. Stay out of the limelight. Let them forget about you.
Yeah, because Russell Simmons live at. um, okay, Google, where does Russell Simmons live at now?
According to Home and Tech, Russell Simmons has lived in Queens.
Oh wow.
Okay, but where does Russell Simmons live at now?
According to Home and Texture, these days, Russell Simmons spends much of his free time overseas in beautiful Bali at his GDOS Health and Wellness Resort.
Uh, Smart.
Okay, Google, is this extradition in Bali?
Here are some results.
No. Is it extradition law in Bali?
These came back from a search.
Extradition shall be granted on the basis of a treaty. In the absence of a treaty, extradition may be granted on the basis of good relationship. Can U.S. extradite from Bali? The United States does not have an extradition treaty with China, Indonesia, Iran, Mongolia, Russia, Taiwan, Ukraine, Vietnam, GCC states, the most African states, and more and most former Soviet states, among others. Yes, so he ain't coming back.
Well, I can't say I blame him.
Well, I don't think they have a charge. He just left before they can put a charge on him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he left before they can put a charge on him.
Hmm. Huh.
Yeah, yeah, like you said earlier. I mean, it's it's a lot of shenanigans going on in general, and it's just that he got caught up. I think he got caught up because he did the wrong person. He crossed the wrong person, so they highlighted imperfections or his issues.
Hmm. Well, they say that's what the conspiracy theorists say. They always make sure to have stuff on you, so if you ever step out of line, they can use it against you. So
Yeah,
you know they'll accumulate stuff against you, until it's time to um expose you if you don't want to, toe the line.
right, right. I think yeah, you want two lines. I think that's exactly what they do. Who said that? But I know that's why I think some corporate America they want to take you out to drink. You get a job, say, oh, let's go out to drink.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you get you real loose,
Yeah.
and then you start talking. My older brother, he would say that he used to go out with the guys at corporate, and everybody get comfortable, and then the racial slurs will start coming out because they're too comfortable. So he realized he couldn't go out with them no more because they getting too comfortable. Well, not necessarily racial slurs, but racist statements. Stuff that be meaning saying. Look at you, look at you, that courage.
Uh-huh.
Is it? Are you on? Is it? Are you on Chrome? On Chrome yet? No, I don't think he's on Chrome. I think he's off. I guess he's not on Chrome. Yeah. So yeah. Anything else to say? Anything else around as far as concerning that? What do you think about the emotional state of the victims? If alleged victims.
Yeah, that's yeah. If it's true, then it's unfortunate. Obviously they had some bad things happen to them, but also, but then again, I guess the other part is to understand how were they complicit in some of this. I think that's important too. You know,
Oh, but are they duplicit because they thinking that it's what you need to do to get ahead, or they duplicit because they just want to do it,
and it could be both, right? I know
right?
people sometimes they'll they want the results. You know, want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want everyone to know my name. I'm hungering for it. I'm drooling for it. And here, if you cooperate, I can make a star out of you.
Yeah,
I can do some big things with you. Look at the other people that are under me. Look at these other people. Look how big of stars I've made them. You just have to cooperate.
make you star.
Yeah. Just cooperate. It'll be. So now, and if you compromise, so you do have a certain amount of responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah, if you compromise, if you
Yeah.
compromise.
Compromise, yeah. You can't,
Yeah, I think. Mhm,
because if you cooperate, then you just strengthen it to happen to the next person.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I think this ties into a lot of people in prior speech I'm doing on Saturday, a lot of people get into certain things due to a lot of trauma, but it's complex trauma. Things come from childhood. Uh, I don't know why well, ideas of being famous by any means necessary, or somebody's grooming you that you look up to as you kind of wink your eyes to the things that may be a little off kilter, but in the end you feel like it'll be worth it. A lot of times you feel like you're being worth it because you have not lived. You're a child. You not lived, but you see all the glam, the glitz, the mansions, the cars, you know, all the flash. And so the person who has all the flash, you think they're about that life. They there. That's where you want to be. So what do you need to do? You're malleable, so they can easily shape you and make you into something. I mean, even Justin Bieber's kind of uh, standoffish the second time he met him. After the first time he was younger and he got older, he was kind of standoffish. He said, "Man, you don't never call me." He said, "Well, if I get, I've been real busy." He's real squeamish. And even Usher said, "Listen, it's some crazy stuff that goes on." He never said what at Flavor Camp. He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Would you have your son go there?" He said, "Heck no." It was a straight freak show, so it's worth it. And, I've been studying about dormant anger. He said, "What is there such?" And maybe you can answer the question: is there a such thing as healthy anger? And if so, how's that displayed? And why is it healthy? I'm asking.
True. That's a good question. Is there such a Yes. I
Okay,
understand that based on the fact that the Bible says, "Be angry, but sin not," which gives the
right,
idea that you can be angry, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have to sin. And we
right.
know God gets angry. So yeah, I think there is a health, good, healthy anger also.
What does that look like?
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe like Christ turning over, although the Bible doesn't say necessarily he was angry, but like when you're angry at someone being victimized,
Hmm.
which is why Christ threw over the changers' money table, that it can look like that. When you're angry at injustice
Right,
and you handle it in a just manner.
right. Anger is a tool that's used to invigorate you to correct a wrong.
Uh,
That makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense.
So it invigorates you to make a movement of change. However, if you're empowered or invigorated to make the move toward change, but quote unquote are shut down from that act, then one or two things that happen. If you're a child, either you act out or you stuff it.
Mm,
If you're adult, if you act out or you stuff it. It's just that as a child, your consequences that you may get are coming directly from your parents or your guardians. As adults, the consequences are coming from society. They're more advanced. Instead of my parents being against me as a child, which as a child is your whole world. When you get an adult, the whole world, I mean, everybody in it is against you. So the whole purpose of healthy anger is to correct the wrong, to empower you, increase the cortisol to empower you to correct the wrong. The car is over my child. I'm angry at that. So the cortisol will give me instantaneous strength to lift the car off.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. You had a loan, but you have that strength to actually do it. It's the strength to correct your wrong. However, what does unhealthy anger look like?
Hmm. Out of control,
Hmm.
not thinking clearly, doing things that once you calm down you regret, hurting other people,
Hmm.
creating injustice in yourself.
Right. All those can be labeled like in two different directions. You have an in and you have an out. You have a passive aggressive and you have overt anger. Meaning the passive aggressive would be the in. That's you suck it in, you keep it in. Why? Because you can't do anything with it. Now, the anger does trigger your fight, flight, freeze. Well, I think it's a forefront too. It triggers it. But as a child, you can't fight and you can't run, but you freeze. And when you freeze to the oncoming situation, then your brain disassociates the offense with the person.
Wow.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And however, the disassociation, the offense is dormant in the volcano. Lava. A lot of people are walking around with lava that volcanoes are predicted and sometimes predicted to erupt. And sometimes they just erupt spontaneously. That's how a person is that walks around with anger. Generally, when you hear about anger management, the anger management manager addresses the person who's not in but out, that's always erupting, which is affecting everything around them overtly. But generally, they're not talking about the person who stuffs, who's really worse than the person that's overt. No, unless the person overt just tearing up stuff. So so that's the in and you got the out. And then again, that's why, if this is how you know you have anger issues, is that when you're triggered and your skill set doesn't know how to handle the triggers and you get mad. And and you keep the mad because the anger could turn to resentment. It's you start seething and you start embracing it and you don't let it go. And if you listen to your body will tell you that something's not right. So if the triggers of your five senses are affecting you to a point where you start to seethe sitting in one place, where you start to cuss at the walls, then you don't know how that's unhealthy anger. And that's why a lot of people don't have the tools to deal with the unhealthy anger because what their coping mechanism was set in place when they was a child, and it worked then, and now it's not working now. So they're 45 years old acting like they're five
Mm, wow.
and don't understand why the other person can't see. You know, what's up. You know that is it. You can't see what you did wrong. No, it's not the other person doing wrong. It's that you just don't know how to handle the situation. You don't want to handle something that you don't find favorable. And just because you don't find it favorable does not mean it's not correct.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like we did this way. Well, I'm sorry that you don't like it, but we're not doing it that way. And people get upset at that when you tell them no. Why? Because growing up, nobody ever told them no. And when they got no, they just went in their room, locked themselves up. And then the parents let them be alone with their own thoughts. Hmm. Yeah, so anger. So with this situation, the anger is a nest bed. Was a is a was cesspool of emotions that could be planted and just go totally array. Yeah, yeah, totally array. But it's difficult. When we get older, we don't. Some things we don't know how to handle,
Right.
and then it makes it worse. Not that we don't know how to handle it, but we know we don't know how to handle it. But we justify everything we do just to seem like we're right, even though we know we're wrong. It makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. John said he's still trying. Okay, John can be trying next week.
Yeah.
He said, John, I'm still trying. That's 10:17. He been trying for 40 minutes. Yeah. So let's no, he ain't gonna try no more because we about to get off. So so my last point is that a lot of things can accrue to a point. I mean, but it's sad the situation with P Diddy, but it can be with anybody. But also the infliction it has on the youth that are coming up with aspirations and ambitions, and then for something to allegedly happen to them, and then they harness a certain pain, and they affect their later life if they don't deal with it appropriately. They'll stuff it, but it's gonna come out. So it's best to come out on your own and process it and get some coping skills so you can deal with it. Then to say, well, it's what it is in the past. Yeah, you be having nightmares every night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's my take on how it can affect them in the long run if it happens. And for Diddy, it's unfortunate. And but like I said, I don't know if he's doing that, but they get that false confidence, especially if you're on top of the world and you forget who assisted you to get there, and that's only a portion of what they own. If you make 6 million, they make 6 billion.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So, what's your closing statement?
You know what? If not for Jesus, there goes I. So thank you, Lord, for your grace.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm saying. Trying to see YouTube. Let me see. Thank you, Lord, for that.
Yeshua HaMashiach.
Is that thank you, Lord, for what? All right. You said it wasn't but Jesus what?
There goes I. If not for Jesus.
You want
Vous
us to?
voulez parler couramment français? Then pay close attention to what I'm about to say. I want to teach you 5 key
And
principles.
you want? Yeah. That's right.
Thank you for your grace, Lord Jesus.
Well, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I can't because people are so quick that we throw stuff at Diddy, but we're not at that level. I know some other ministers who've been to a certain level and they had scandal that they inflicted upon their marriage, their family, and their congregation. And minister was gifted. And never was for never. It could have been me.
Mhm.
I don't have that platform. I'm not in front of the people. I have not been met with that temptation, like you said. Somebody said that the only reason the person had to enter into adultery because they haven't given an opportunity.
Right.
And some people just praying for the opportunity. Literally, Lord, please send somebody else. Just this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They praying for the opportunity. They are leap at the opportunity. So everybody's so quick to throw something. That's why it's allegedly. I just think that he crossed the wrong people and they dug in his closet and pulls out some bones. We all get closets. My bone may not be as big as his, but my pocket's not as big as his either. So and I'm not taking favors from individuals who are elite. And so being mindful for who you connect with. And then if he's on the candy, then that can be the reason for the behavior as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? All right. Okay, Renee.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. All
Keep
right, man.
Jesus.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you, people. If you found any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others? How? By clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Why? Because you are important. And when you do this, you organically help build and grow with me. So we can make it better tomorrow, today. That's right. So we make it better tomorrow, today. And so if you find any value in this content, do what I said. Do what I said. And also, if you pick up anything else on the replay, check out the left side, the right hand side. Videos together, and send it on this segment, live and chill, more in depth, more one-on-one session. Check down below at heroseek.org and set a session with me, and we can go and talk about things a little bit further, more in depth. But if you don't remember anything else from this broadcast, remember this: every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. Why? Because you are important. God says it, I know it. So therefore it's got to be. So this is a hero journey with Dr. D, and we are out.